Yeah, how are you?
Morning.
Morning. Good to see you. Morning, Mr. Green.
Morning, Brian.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Welcome. The program is unveil the plaque here on the wall, and then because of the traffic and because of the man crossing the curb, we're going to turn inside and we'll hear more about it. Okay? Good. So, over to Mr. Mayor, Councillor Nigel Foot.
Thank you, Town Crier. It gives me very great pleasure to open this latest blue plaque from Newbury Town Council, helped with the Newbury Society in honour of references to the Chequers Hotel in ThomasHardy's Chequers. As Brian said, we can move inside for the speeches.
Anthony first, where is he?
Who's on site? Anthony? There's Anthony.
Anthony, would you like to come forward, Anthony? Ladies and gentlemen, your kind attention please. for the chairman of the Council Heritage Working Group, Mr. Anthony Pick.
Thank you very much.
This is all our blue plaques up to now have been in commemoration of an event, of a person, or of a business. This particular blue plaque is a commemoration of a cultural connection, namely the connection between Thomas Hardy's novels and Newbury. We've been very ably supported today by Mr. Mark Chutter, who is the Chairman and Academic Director of the Thomas Hardy Society, and who has also very kindly offered to make a substantial donation, which is always of great appreciation. In addition to that, another important member of the Thomas Hardy Society is Humphrey Jones, who from time to time over the last few years, as we were working through our list of blue plaques, would remind us that this one was to be on the list. This eventually happened. Moreover, she has written a book on Thomas Hardy's Berkshire, and you can purchase a copy around the corner for a very modest price, I'm advised.
How modest? How modest?
In addition, I would like to express my thanks not only to the Thomas Hardy Society but to the Newbury Society, which has consistently provided a substantial, very generous donation to each of our blue plaques, for every one that has now come out, all 18 of them. I'd also like to express my thanks to the Chequers Hotel, who has very kindly agreed to host the plaque, and to the Mayor for unveiling it. And we're hoping in due course, as Mark will be explaining, that the plaque will form part of the Thomas Hardy Trail. So I now hand over to Mr. Chutter.
Lovely. Thank you so much, and it's lovely to be here. And so my name is Mark Chutter. I'm the Chair and Academic Director of the Thomas Hardy Society. I was born in Dorchester, so Hardy's Casterbridge, went to school there. I've had a fascination with Hardy's work since I was young. I've been in the Thomas Hardy Society since the 1980s. It's a really growing society. We are one of the largest literary societies in England. So do have a look on our website, because we have lots of events going on as well, conferences, joint conferences as well with the T. Lawrence Society, Sylvia Townsend Warner Society. Do have a look on our website, there's lots going on. So it's lovely to be here. As you might be aware, Jude was Hardy's final tragic novel because the critics were absolutely lethal about Jude the Obscure. Indeed, the Bishop of Wakefield burnt Jude the Obscure and renamed it Jude the Obscene because of its depiction of different things that were sort of at odds with Victorian society at the time, its moralistic and religious sort of culture, which is quite interesting to look at it from today. And of course, Hardy then turned to poetry. He never wrote any more novels after the critics slated Jude the Obscure. I just want to say a few things, because when I arrived at the hotel last night, I thought, gosh, it's really kept its character here, hasn't it? As I was sort of coming down this road here, and it feels like it's exactly the same. And what is so interesting about this is that, the Chequers Hotel, I've got Carolyn's wonderful book here, do buy it. I'm going to put it on the Hardy website as well, because it's a fantastic book about the links here, which I don't think some people are aware of. And I just love this bit. The Chequers Hotel, a coaching inn located on the London to Bath Road, built in 1770, where Arabella in Jude the Obscure would also have preferred to stay, but you can, as it is still here. The Bacon Arms Hotel next door is also an old coaching inn. Arabella would have travelled to Newbury on horse and trap on this road, and I think that's absolutely clear. And of course, who can tell me, because Hardy had different names, didn't he, for all different places. Dorchester was Casterbridge, Weymouth was Budmouth, Bournemouth was Sandbourne. What was here?
Okay.
Yes. And of course, Oxford, Christminster. So he had all these names. He put really places on the map in different ways, didn't he, in his fictional Wessex. What I want to do, I'm just going to finish off because, again, I think, it's really important just to mark the occasion. But as Anthony said, this is really about the Hardy Trail as well. And I want to make those connections with you with Dorset, this connectivity, so that people wandering around the area between Dorset, here, etc., across the UK can make those links. I just want to finish off with a couple of poems really written, and the first one was written at Higher Bockhampton at Hardy's Cottage. Has anybody ever been there? Isn't it delightful? Run by the National Trust now, and this is called The Self-Unseeing by ThomasHardy. Here is the ancient floor, foot-worn and hollowed and thin. Here was the former door where the dead feet walked in. She sat here in her chair, smiling into the fire. He who played stood there, bowing it higher and higher. Childlike, I danced in a dream. Blessings emblazoned that day. Everything glowed with a gleam. Yet we were looking away. Of course, this is about Hardy's childhood, his father playing the violin, in the cottage, and his mother staring into the fire, being there in her chair, and just that childhood that he had in Dorchester and obviously Higher Bockhampton. And the final piece I just want to read to you is that even though there's a lot of pathos and sadness and it being poignant, I think sometimes in Hardy's poetry and in his work, I want you to remember also that there can be great comedy in his work as well. You've probably sort of heard, oh, Hardy, what a pessimist, etc., etc. And I'm going to finish off with a piece today, and it's called The Ruined Maid. Two old friends, acquaintances, meet each other. They used to work together on the farm, and one of them has now sought a new occupation, the ruined maid. Oh, Melior, my dear, this does everything crown. Who could have supposed I should meet you in town? And whence such fair garments, such prosperity? Oh, didn't you know I'd been ruined, said she. You left us in tatters, without shoes or socks, tired of digging potatoes and spudding up ducks, and now you've gay bracelets and bright feathers 3. Yes, that's how we dress when we're ruined, said she. At home in the barton you said thee and thou, and thicken and these and t'other, but now you're talking quite fitsy for eye company. Some polish is gained with one's ruin, said she. Your hands were like porcelain, your face blue and bleak, but now I'm bewitched by your delicate cheek, and your little gloves fit as on any lady. Oh, we never do work when we're ruined, said she. You used to call home life a hag-ridden dream, and you'd sigh and you'd sock, but at present you seem to know not of megrims or melancholy. True, one's pretty lively when ruined, said she. I wish I had feathers, a fine sweeping gown, and a delicate face that could strut about town. My dear, a raw country girl, such as you be, cannot quite expect that. You ain't ruined, said she. Thank you very much.
And now your kind attention for the Mayor, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much. I don't think I could top Mark's performance there, and in fact I can see a one-man show coming up. You may be performing at the Corn Exchange. That was lovely. I'm speaking on behalf of Newbury Town Council as Mayor, and it's a great privilege to unveil another of our blue plaques, particularly here, and I particularly appreciate what Anthony said about the fact that this is our first, if you like, fictional reference. It's not a living person or anything like that, but from a town council point of view, what's so attractive is we haven't really, I don't think, made enough of this reference, and I think it's very exciting that now this part is going to be part of the Hardy Trail, and we can, as a town council, hopefully work on that and attract visitors in, so lots of people have the benefit of coming here to the Chequers, which, as Mark said, has not really changed. If you look at old photographs of this part of the Bath Road, it's still the same. It's exactly the same. If you look up at the roundabout down, that view has not altered, and long may it continue to do so. So on behalf of the Town Council, thank you very much for all your hard work you've done, Mark.
Our pleasure.
And also for Anthony and the Newbury Society, who do such a sterling work on keeping up the heritage of the town. So thank you all for coming as well. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our showing today. However, we have some light refreshments for you in the adjoining room. So if you'd like to make your way through, our director here will be delighted to lead the way.
Lovely. Have you got many photographs you'd like?
Say that a bit louder. Carolyn will be signing the books too.
Okay, looking, if you can look towards me, and then top right, I'm just going to change that. I'll put it on silent to the inside. Right, okay. And one more. Lovely, thank you very much.